Currently in the middle of probably the hardest push, I can't even think, leg day of, I don't know, I guess my life. I'm struggling to push any sort of reps out, struggling to match last week, struggling to try and progress from the week before, and I know I thought it was a better time than any to talk about it, I guess, because it feels like this is the final push now. I'm 37 days out, so about 4 weeks out, just over 4 weeks out, and yeah, it's starting to feel pretty real. And I want to, be completely honest with how I'm feeling. Mental focus, up until this point, I felt like I had some pretty good mental clarity. I was able to think and do stuff and work. But as this week especially has gone on, and especially today of all days, had a new low this morning of 71 kilos, and yeah, the mental clarity and focus feels like it's kind of just gone. But I mean, I was expecting it to come eventually. I wasn't expecting, it to be perfect up until the end of up until show day. So I guess this is the part, now. Whereas I was feeling pretty good up until this point. But here's what it is. Oh God, I can't kneel, I gotta sit. Now you get the top-down view of me, which is fine, I don't really care. I had to pull weight off the bar today. And I just had to. Something I was moving comfortably, 6 weeks ago, even last week, I had to reduce. I mean, that's prep. That's what happens when you're deep in a deficit and deep in a season. The body protects itself by giving up strength before it gives up the muscle. I know the science of it. It doesn't make it any easier to strip plates off in front of people and keep going. But I mean, it's not stripping the weights off in front of people that bothers me. It's more just for my own ego. But I mean, over the last few weeks, I have detached myself from the weight. So I knew this was coming. I knew it was going to happen eventually. And over the last few weeks, weight has dropped in certain areas and then picked up the week after. It just depends on how I'm feeling and all that sort of thing. Mentally, going into every session, I've got to push as if I've got the energy. And that's how today sort of felt. The important thing is just to strip it back if you need to, but then keep pushing as hard as you can in every single exercise or every single set. Even though the weight is going down, the body's still responding and moving in the direction we want it to move. And that's the most important thing. And those two things are happening at the same time. They feel completely contradictory, but that's just part of the game, right? This is the part of the prep that breaks people. And the feedback you're used to trusting stops being reliable. You have to learn to read different signals. The mirror instead of the bar, the scale is something we just use as a tool to make sure we're progressing in the right direction. And you have to just keep using the data you're given every single week, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what you're mentally trying to tell yourself. It's just you got to use the data, keep pushing and trusting. If you've got a coach, trusting your coach, really. Week 7, Act 3, the breaking point they call it. And I understand why now. Not because anything dramatic happened this week, but because nothing dramatic happened and it was still the hardest week so far. The quiet, hard weeks are the ones that actually test you. Anyone can push through a crisis. The question is whether you push through a Tuesday that just feels slightly worse. And there's only a few Tuesdays left before it is show day. So we keep pushing, keep working, and that's all there is to it.